My name is Victoria Winters. Darkness hovers over Collinwood like a shroud, and somewhere in that darkness exists the presence of an evil force. Someone with the powers of enormous destruction at his command. He has been waiting to strike, waiting to destroy. And tonight, perhaps he has. An innocent young girl is a prisoner in a locked room, and no one knows what fate awaits her.
Maggie! Maggie! Maggie, why won't you answer me? Maggie, why won't you open the door? Maggie! Maggie! Oh, Bert, thank heaven you're here.
What's the matter?
There's something in there with Maggie.
What? What's in there?
I left the room just a minute to phone you, and then when I came back, the door was locked from the inside.
Maggie! Maggie, are you in there? I'm gonna have to break it down.
What is it?
Don't come in. Vicky, stay back.
Oh! How is she? What happened to her, Doctor?
I don't know. All I know is that she's lost a tremendous amount of blood.
But how?
Don't know that either. I don't see any other injuries besides those wounds on her neck. They've been reopened again.
How could that have happened?
I wish I knew.
It couldn't have been an accident.
Well, I ruled that possibility out a long time ago. The only explanation I have is so wild.
What is it?
Well, those wounds look to me like bite marks.
Bite marks.
The kind of thing she'd have gotten if she was attacked by some large animal. A huge dog, for instance.
I heard some dogs outside her windows.
Where's the phone?
In the living room.
I've got to get an ambulance up here and get this girl right into the hospital.
Oh, Dave, you're here. How is she?
Calling for an ambulance. Got to get this girl right into a hospital.
Well, she's that bad?
She's that bad.
Maggie?
Mr. Evans, I'm glad you're here. Did Burke tell you what happened?
Yes, he told me. Oh, I shouldn't have left her here tonight. I should have stayed with her.
It's not your fault.
How long has she been like this?
She was that way when we found her.
She hasn't come around once. She's been unconscious all the time.
Yes.
Well, those things on her neck. I thought they were healing. They're reopened again. How could they reopen?
I don't know. The doctor only knows that she's lost a lot of blood, but he doesn't know how.
Something did this. Something inhuman. Maggie. Look. Open your eyes and look at me. It's me. Can't you see me? Can't you hear me? Maggie! Maggie!
The ambulance is on the way. afraid you two are going to have to clear out. I haven't finished examining Maggie yet.
Why is she so still? Why doesn't she move? Why doesn't she open her eyes?
Sam, will you go on out into the other room? I'm doing all I can for her.
I know you are, Dave.
Come on, Dave.
I know.
Drink, Sam?
No.
Better take one. You look like you need it.
For the first time in my life, this won't solve anything.
Shall I fix you some coffee?
What happened, Vicky?
Well, I was in there with Maggie and I heard some strange noises.
What kind of noises?
They sounded like dogs howling.
And then?
Well, and then this howling and growling, it got closer and closer and louder until I thought they were about to break into the room. And they started to bang at her windows, and then I ran out of here, and I called Burke to get him to come here. And then when I went back to her room, the door was locked from the inside.
How could anything get in that room? The windows weren't broken? They were locked from the inside.
No, they were still locked when I left the room.
What would want to harm Maggie? What would want to do anything to
We'll
her?
get to the bottom of this. Maggie's going to be all right, Sam.
Of course you will.
She's got to be all right.
She will be. Sam, stop thinking that way.
Dave,
I'm pretty sure that she doesn't have any injuries besides the neck wounds.
then what happens now?
We wait for the ambulance. I can't do any more for her until we get her to the hospital. One thing I'm sure of, though. I'm going to have to give her another sizable transfusion.
You haven't answered my question. How sick is she? What kind of a chance do you give her to pull through this?
Look, Sam, I can't stand here and make predictions.
Well, you can make a guess.
I don't want to do that.
Dave, look. We've known each other for years. Now, that's my daughter in there. Now, you can level with me. What kind of a chance do you give her?
Sam, I think if she makes it through tonight, that she's got a pretty good chance.
Then you think that there's a possibility that she might not make it through tonight?
There's the ambulance. Now listen, Sam, we're going to do everything we can for that girl. You have to believe that. Everything. Heartbeat seems to be stronger. She seems to be having a little less difficulty in her breathing.
I think there's a little more color in her cheeks, don't you?
Yeah, there could be.
Well, are you a little more hopeful about that?
A little. Nurse, would you check and make sure that oxygen equipment is on the floor and ready?
Yes, sir.
Becky phoned me. How is she?
Very, very weak.
She's going to be all right, isn't she, Doctor?
Maggie?
She coming out of it?
Yeah, I think so.
Maggie. Yes, darling.
Where?
You've been sick, darling. You're in the hospital. You're going to be all right.
Joe.
Hi, Maggie.
Glad glad you're both here.
Of course we're here, darling. And we're going to stay right here with you. Dave, would it be all right if we spoke to her for a few minutes?
Yeah, but just for a few minutes. Don't let her talk too much. She mustn't waste her strength.
All right. Darling,
Yes, Pop?
now, I don't want to upset you, but I want you to answer a question. And I want you to answer it quietly and calmly.
What is it?
What happened to you tonight?
Tonight?
Yes. You know, when after Vicky left your room, what happened?
Vicky was there. We were talking.
Uh-huh. And then?
And then I had a dream.
A dream.
I don't remember what it was. It was terrible. It was the worst nightmare I've ever had. Oh, I'm so scared.
Quiet down, Maggie.
I'm so scared.
No. Don't get excited, darling. Now, remember the doctor said you've got to take it easy this way.
I can't remember the dream. I don't want to.
You don't have to remember. We'll talk about it some other time.
Joe.
Yeah?
Joe, I'm sorry I picked those fights. It didn't mean anything.
Forget it.
Pop,
Yes, darling.
promise me something.
Anything.
Promise me you'll take care of yourself. Don't drink so much.
You get well, and I'm going to go in the wagon. I promise it this time.
I'm not going to get well.
Maggie.
I'm going to die.
No.
What kind of crazy talk is that?
I know it's true.
No, I don't want to hear any kind of talk.
Maggie, you're gonna get well.
No, you're going to get well, Maggie. Do you hear me? You're going to get well.
I hear you, Pop.
Sam, Joe, I'm afraid you're going to have to go now.
Oh,
So she can get her rest.
I'm not going to leave the hospital.
Well, neither am I.
Well, there's a lounge down at the end of the hall. Now you can wait there.
We have to go now, darling, but we'll just be waiting outside, and then we'll come back and see you after you've been rested.
Bye, Pop.
Not goodbye. We'll see you later.
Years later.
You get some rest now, Maggie.
Joe, come closer.
Why?
Joe, just wanted to see you again. Once more.
You take care of yourself, Maggie. And you're gonna get well. I want you to remember that.
Is that an order?
That's an order.
I was saying. It's true. It's true.
What's true, Maggie?
Nothing. Nothing.
There's nothing more I can do for her tonight, but you get in touch with me immediately if there's the slightest change.
Yes, Doctor.
Now remember now, she's not to be left alone for a moment. If you have to go out of the room for any reason, you get somebody else to come in here until you're back. It's vitally important that there's someone with her at all times, you understand?
I understand.
Oh, and make sure that that window is closed at all times.
Why?
Oh, no, please, do as I say. Don't ask any questions.
Well,
Just, it's got to be closed and locked every minute.
all right.
I'm going to stay in the hospital tonight. You can page me if you need me.
Yes, Doctor.
almost 2 o'clock.
It's funny.
What is?
I sat right in this same spot, in this same hospital, the night that Maggie was born. Now I'm sitting here waiting to find out if she's going to...
Come on, Sam, don't.
Why did they tell us? Why did they let us know what's going
If
on?
there's any change, they'll let us know.
Yeah. I suppose.
Look, Sam, why don't you go home and rest for a while? Look, if there's any news, I'll let you know.
I've got to wait for her. I couldn't go home now. If you go on home if you want. I got to stay here.
I can't leave her either. I don't want to leave her.
Miss Evans? Miss Evans?
Who?
I'm your nurse. Now, don't try to talk. Just rest quietly.
Would you do me a favor?
What's that?
Would you open the window?
I'm sorry, I can't do that.
Why not?
Doctor's orders. He said the window was to remain shut at all times. He was very emphatic about it.
Why?
I don't know. I just have my orders and have to follow them.
I can't breathe. I've got to have some air.
I'm sorry.
Please. I can't breathe. There's no air in here. I'll suffocate.
Now, don't get excited. Just lie still.
Please. There's no fresh air. I've got to have some air. I'll suffocate. I'll die.
I don't see any harm in opening it. Just a crack. But that's all.
Please. Please do.
Just a crack.
Thank you. Thank you.
Feel better now?
Much better.
Then rest.
Joe, if anything happens to her...
Nothing is going to happen to us.
Do you really mean that?
Yes, sure.
You look at me when you say that.
She's going to be all right.
You're thinking the same thing that I have, aren't you? I can see it in your eyes.
Miss Evans. Oh, doctor, you've got to come quickly. It's Miss Evans. I can't detect any heartbeat, and she seems to have stopped breathing.
No heartbeat.
I don't understand. She was there just a minute ago. The window, it was only open a crack.
said no heartbeat and no breathing.
There was every indication that she was dead.
Dark Shadows is a Dan Curtis production.